Hey Frank, should I buy a home this year or should I wait? Because I'm hearing and seeing all the trouble people have been having with finding a home, and I definitely don't want to overpay. Does this sound a little familiar to you? Well, stay tuned as we're going to address this common feeling. Welcome to Let's Get Frank About Real Estate. Once again, I'm Frank McManus with Lomacchio Realty, and today I'm going to take just a few minutes to share whether or not now is a good time to buy a home. Now, when people ask me this question or share this feeling with me, I always will return with another question, and that is, how long do you plan on living in the home? If your plan is to stay there for 10 or more years, then don't be overly worried or concerned about what you're actually paying for the home today. And here's a simple example of what I mean. Let's look at Apple stock, right? Back in 2010, January, or beginning of the year of 2010, it was valued at about $7. A year later, it was 12. And in January 2012, it grew to 18. In 2015, it was 31. And at each of these points, there were people who didn't buy it because they didn't want to overpay and waited to see if the price would come down. And now here we are 10, 11 years later, and it's about $132. So the moral of this story is similar to buying a home. If you're going to be in the home long term, don't worry about what you're paying today, because much like a blue chip stock, property values tend to go up over time. And yes, I know, as we've seen over these last 18 months, yes, buyer competition has been beyond comprehension. Yes, there have been anemic levels of available homes for sale, and as a result, yes, sale prices have been excessively high. But the other side of that coin is, no, competition won't remain as high in the coming fall and winter months. No, inventory will not remain as low as we have seen it over the last 18 months, as we've already seen some incremental growth in both what's available and what's coming soon. And no, sale prices won't continue to be this inflated, because as more homes become available and less buyers there are competing for them, the supply and demand ratio will now tip again. And here's something else to think about. What's going to happen to interest rates if you wait? And how are people going to respond to the COVID Delta variant that we keep hearing about? So my advice would be to look at the big picture. Find out what's best for you in your specific situation, because the trade-offs are higher home prices, lower interest rates now, versus the possibility of lower home prices and higher interest rates in the future. And with that part of it is, the higher the interest rates go, the less buying power you have. As a matter of fact, if it just increases 1%, that could mean a $40,000 swing in what you can actually afford. So in the end, again, look at your specific situation. Find out what your future plans, or figure out what your future plans are. Talk to a trusted lender, talk to a trusted realtor to make the best decision for you. So as always, I hope this helps you. And for more videos like these, make sure you follow or subscribe to my Facebook, my Instagram, and my YouTube pages. Until next time.